session here for our group lessons. Most of you know me, but Bob, we just met. So my name's James Gordon. I'm the assistant professional here at Cimarron, as you guys well know. Maybe in our other conversations, I never brought it up, but I've played golf since I could walk. And did a lot of other things before I became an assistant golf professional. But golf's certainly always been my passion, and now teaching golf and being able to instruct is just fantastic for me, and something that I love doing. So you guys might not know each other, so I'll give you a second just to introduce yourselves. And Chuck, we know each other, but if you want to introduce yourself to the group and say where you're from. So today we're going to talk about driving the golf ball, right, and how to increase accuracy with the driver. One of the best indicators for lowering scores is greens in regulation. That's one of the highest correlating stats between between that stat and lowering your scores, right? And although we're not talking about necessarily hitting the green in regulation, here's a cool stat for you. That when players miss the fairway, and this is coming from the PGA Tour stats, when they miss the fairway, they only hit a green in regulation 44% of the time. When they hit the fairway, they hit the greens in regulation go up to 61% of the time. Okay, that difference in greens in regulation correlates to almost 2 strokes per round, which for PGA Tour, 2 strokes can be the difference between not first and second sometimes, but actually first and 8th, right? Or it's actually the difference on some tournaments between 20th and 70th. You want to be in the fairway, right? So increasing driving accuracy has to do with hitting greens, which has to do with lowering scores. Okay. All right. Welcome back. Welcome. Okay. So right behind you, I have set up some stations. These are all 10-foot putts. What do you think? And again, we're going to go to the peak level. But what do you think the make percentage is from 10 feet on the PGA Tour? So it's in the 30s. I mean, it's really hard to nail down a specific number. But you're looking at 10 feet, anything 10 to 15 feet, you're probably looking at 37 to 40%, right? And that's the best putters on tour, right? Thanks for coming back. I mean, that means a lot to me that you guys showed up again. It means that you trust me a little bit, on time as well. Today we're going to be working on approach shots. So a little bit in the driving session, we talked about the importance of driving accuracy, right, and how that played into what's probably the most important factor in lowering scores, which is greens in regulation. So this is essentially the second half of that, right? How do we get the ball as close to the hole as possible, right? Obviously, the last thing we want to do is miss the green entirely, right? But a part of this is going to be hitting greens. The second session, or the second part of what I want us to work on, is getting the ball closer to the hole and distance control. Okay. One of the best stats, one of the best numbers that I ever saw when Tiger Woods was at the peak of his game was the difference in his average first putt when he hit a green in regulation compared to the field. Tiger was in a class all of his own, winning all of those golf tournaments, but the thing that he stood out most on was that his average approach shot was 2 to 3 feet closer than the next guy on tour. All right, fellas, welcome back for our session on chipping. Okay, got another beautiful day, so we can't be too sad about that. Before we get started on today's lesson, any feedback from things that we've worked on? Driving, approach shots. Bob, you were there for driving. You guys were there for approach shots and putting. Any feedback? Anything that you've